just wanted to share a bit about what yoga means to me. You know, it's all about growth of all aspects of ourselves. Growth comes in many forms, and if you look around, building complexity is happening everywhere. It is built into the very fabric of our reality. Things have transformed from atoms to cells to molecules to simple life to complex organisms to organisms that have sight, can interpret sounds, colour, aesthetics, beauty, well, to us, the now complex humans. Within that growth, we are ourselves going through transformation. When you look at your own life and shared worldviews, you know, there are 5 to 7 worldviews that we go through as our mind develops, depending on what model you look at it from. I need some props here. That's better. In the first few years of when we come into this world, you know, we hold a archaic worldview. We are perhaps only minimally aware of ourselves and our relationship with the world around us, to think of the extent I am hungry, etc. Then another layer of mind moves to another level, a magic worldview. We'll just use this Russian nesting doll as an example. This is one-dimensional, pre-perspectival, point-like existence that occurs in a dreamlike state. You get the picture. We believe in Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, so forth and so on. As time moves on in healthy minds, yet another level of mind transcends and includes the last. We move to a worldview that can hold perspectives. You know, studies show that in our psychological development around ages 5 to 7, we can hold the role of other. There's a series of experiments that shows this. If you take a ball that is coloured green on one side and red on the other, and put the green side facing the child, and ask him, what colour are you looking at and am I looking at? He will say green, even though you are looking at red. He cannot put himself into your shoes. At around 7, she will get this correct. This is moving into another important stage or developmental series, a mythic or pre-rational worldview. You know, we believe in God, heaven, hell, damnation or salvation, etc. So what colour am I looking at? Gotcha, because I don't have red and blue because I could not find the right ball. But then again, transcends and includes the last realities. Then we move to a rational state of mind. This comes down. These stages are not good and bad, they're just one thing. Okay, it's just where we're all at. This has given us a rise to the idea of science as the dominant religion of today. But this is also the time for philosophy, you know. And then another level of mind comes down. It's a post-rational level of mind. And that transcends and includes the rational mind. You know, here in a post-rational sense, we encounter a few difficulties because people at rational see this as a non-rational perspective, and so they can't understand that there is something beyond where they're at, and so they reduce it down to trans-rational. And so it's a bit of a thing with yoga that a lot of people in the mainstream see it as a pre-rational sort of thing. Yeah, so that's one of the main things of mainstream. They can't understand that there are these other levels beyond them, and you know, you sort of get pigeonholed into, you know, yoga being esoteric and weird, and when it's not really. It's just part of the growth and development. You know, and so after the post-rational, we have yet another level of mind which comes and transcends and includes the post-rational. It's the integral or world-centric stages. Here you care about others in the world. You know, you feel if you are here, or if you're here, probably go and read some Ken Wilber or something like that, because he will communicate these dimensions a lot more fully than I can really comprehend. But when you get the picture, there's levels of growth coming on top of each other as we move through our mind, through our lives. You know, I get asked questions about the conflicting mind. A lot of that is when the higher self, you know, growth is occurring and the lower mind tries to push it out as it comes up. You know, like the dolls, you're always getting encompassed, and it can be weird, funny, scary. You know, it comes back to listening to the example, you know, of the inner guru. We mostly know that we have to do stuff to stay strong. You know, and if you know that it's right for yourself, just do it and keep at it. So that's a quick overview of growth. No one is really clear on how we grow through the stages. One thing that most agree on is that if you're healthy, it is more likely that you're going to be growing. That is where yoga and other practices come in. One thing you can take to the bank is doing more yoga, not just the exercise, also the meditation, the right food choices and the moral choices is going to help you develop a lot more. You know, it can be entirely transforming. There is no limit to how far you can go. It all comes down to a choice in this moment of the ever expanding now. So yes, just carry on doing your yoga, and hopefully we're going to have some more guru and intellectual stuff for you in the future. And you might hopefully enjoy this little skit and everything. So thanks for watching, and until next time. Feel free to leave some comments on the blog below. I'd love to hear what everyone thought, and any ideas, things you want to see for the website, whatever. Just make a comment. I'll be glad to hear from you. Namaste.